What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
Today, we've got a little bit of a ranty episode for you. We're going to be talking about the brand new Boba Fett that was just recently revealed. We're also going to be discussing, is it too much all at once?
Is it possible to have too much Boba Fett overload, Boba Fett carnage, Boba Fett pre-order disaster for both TVC and Black Series? And then to pour salt on the wound, we have United States Gamestops canceling Nightbrother orders for the Black Series gaming greats. And that sucks as well because everyone else seems to have it in abundance, especially in Canada. People were sending photos in our Discord going, "Look, Nate, it's not canceled."
Yeah, we've even had people refer to it as a digital peg warmer.
Yeah, I like that.
So, yeah, let's just jump into it. Of course, if at any point you're enjoying this episode, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. So, today, for this week's Bring Home the Bounty...
On a Monday,
sure. Hasbro revealed Boba Fett Tython Jedi Ruins, which is Boba Fett with the scratched up armor right when he gets it back from Mando.
Yeah, before the re-armored, when he paints it over for the Morak look. There's so many different variations now. You got to study up on your planets.
Yes.
Morak is re-armored / throne room. And then Tython is the Jedi ruins with like Grogu on the temple and everything. So yeah, this was my least desirable Boba Fett look, just because re-armored is like my favorite modern look of Boba, and it's, such a small amount of screen time with the scratched up one. It's also a Walmart exclusive, which that's always a disaster, and we'll talk about the better pre-order experience for sure. But the figure actually, I don't know if it's the sculpt or maybe the photography, but it looks better than Throne Room, which sucks because re-armored is my favorite modern look of Boba. Yeah. But this figure somehow looks better than Throne Room for Black Series.
I feel like
the helmet almost looks like it's a proper sculpt.
And I've seen other people comment that the helmet looks like a different sculpt. But I'm just having a hard time believing that they would sculpt a different helmet when...
Because it is a repaint.
It is a repaint. There's no other new bits. So I feel like it's got to be trick of the camera, trick of the lighting, or...
Maybe they dipped it in warm water and gave it a pinch.
Right. Maybe the QC on the helmet wasn't pinched or something. Because, I just don't see them sculpting a new helmet for a figure that's just a repaint. And then, to make matters worse, it's a Walmart exclusive. It's also Boba Fett taxed.
And it's also deluxe.
Right. So $31.49. It was supposed to go up for pre-order on Tuesday at 1 p.m. However, the day of, in the morning, just kind of out of nowhere, pre-order is delayed. No new date given.
Yeah, pre-orders will go up at a later date. Hasbro stepped in and canceled the pre-order. And it just adds to this, Boba Fett chaos between not only the Black Series, but also TVC, because TVC recently had a pre-order disaster with Boba Fett Morak.
Right, which in the Black Series is Boba Fett Throne Room.
Yes. I think we've cracked the code. We had to restart the filming of this episode. I think we have it down now.
So... TVC recently had their re-armored Boba Fett with the clean paint job figure. That was revealed. Target exclusive. Originally...
that was the Tatooine Book of Boba Fett. When it's the actual Boba Fett that we see in the Book of Boba Fett.
No. You're getting it confused. Morak Boba Fett, which is Throne Room Boba Fett in the Black Series, is the one that just went up for pre-order. It's a Target exclusive. It was originally listed as a $26.49 TVC Deluxe figure. However, that information was incorrect, and then it was corrected that it would be $20.99, which is still more than the regular price of a TVC figure, so it does also fall under the Boba Fett tax category, not quite as egregious as the TVC Tatooine figure, which is a deluxe figure. However, that one is not an exclusive.
Thank you for that, Nate. Thank you for that. That about sums it up. So we have the Boba Fett tax, even affecting TVC now, when it's not even a deluxe figure, but you're still charging over $20 for it.
We're giving you the wide box.
True. Same exact thing with Black Series, with the throne room. It's removable helmet, blaster, jetpack, deluxe. Even though Bo-Katan comes with both of her blasters, removable helmet, and jetpack. I get that it's a larger character. It's more plastic, a little more variety in paint, but still doesn't warrant deluxe price in the slightest. And it's just this new wave of the Boba tax, because we see that same thing with the Walmart exclusive. Not only is it exclusive, but it's deluxe. And it's Boba Fett, and that's the only reason why it's deluxe. And I think I'm just feeling that fatigue.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
I'm definitely right there with you. I think this is just all too much at once. And the problem is, too, for a lot of maybe not so diehard collectors, is keeping track of which Boba Fett is what.
Because if you look at the comments in Yakface, which he's had to make posts that are literally like comparing each one, because so many people in the comments are confused. Like, I thought we already had that one revealed, a month ago or whatever. But no, there are slight differences between, like, Morak, rearmored Boba Fett from The Mandalorian, and the Mandalorian that we see in Book of Boba Fett.
Right.
So in the Black Series, we still do not have Book of Boba Fett. Right. We have The Mandalorian Season 2 rearmored Boba Fett in a
Book of Boba Fett box.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, for reasons.
Even though you do not see him in that costume at all in Book of Boba Fett. Literally, the first shot of Book of Boba Fett is him putting on the new red boots.
Right. And, like, the skin tight, the black pants, not the drapes from, like, the Tuscan, robes.
Right.
And it's just too many Boba Fett's. It's like, I get that you can never have too many troopers, but Boba Fett isn't a trooper. He's a named character, and it's like, how many of the same characters with slightly different variations are you going to buy?
I think that is one of my major issues as well, is the fact that we have Book of Boba Fett going on. Obviously, they're catching up with Mando Season 2 stuff, but I would like to see some Book of Boba Fett stuff, some different characters. Just the consistent Boba Fett, Boba Fett, Boba Fett, Boba Fett, Boba Fett, Boba Fett.
Prototype Boba Fett, because they are capitalizing on Boba Fett hype. And part of this is all capitalizing on Boba Fett hype. But they should have, like, spaced it out a little bit, filled the gaps with a different variety of things from the show. Because I know some people are listening right now, and Nate and Justin are going back on what they said about what we have been saying, but this is before it was just like so many Boba Fetts. Because when that first deluxe Boba Fett came out, the throne room version for Black Series, we were like, yeah, it's deluxe, but people are still gonna pay for it because it's Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Now I don't think that's the case anymore, because there are so many Boba Fett figures now. So it's like, I already pre-ordered the throne room version. Why would I go out of my way to pre-order the disastrous Walmart pre-order experience for this Boba Fett that had one episode of screen time? And, I partially understand. It's like, they know they can charge more for it, and it makes up on losses somewhere else. I understand how all that works, but again, it's just too many
because
Boba Fetts.
This is all happening within the span of like 2 or 3 months.
Right.
All of this Boba Fett madness. And yeah, it's not that people wouldn't necessarily buy this new version of Boba Fett, but it's the fact that this is now the second.
Like, oh, I just pre-ordered Prototype Boba Fett. Oh, I just pre-ordered Throne Room. Maybe I'm also a TVC collector, and I just pre-ordered Tatooine Book of Boba Fett, and the Morak Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Too many Boba Fetts.
Too many Boba Fetts without putting anything in between there.
And they're more expensive.
Right.
And they're not coming with more accessories, even though they are deluxe, with the exception of the one TVC, one that has the blast effects and everything. But with Black Series and now the Morak TVC Boba Fett, that is not a deluxe figure. It just comes with, blaster removable helmet, jetpack. Same thing with Black Series. And they're charging over $20 for it. It's like the gap from Black Series prices and TVC keeps getting smaller, because if we bring up the Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba Fett of 2021, that was $29.99, and the Deluxe Tatooine Book of Boba Fett is $26.49.
Right.
So, the gap's getting a little small there between TVC and Black Series. So it's kind of interesting because both lines at the moment are currently being plagued with similar issues involving Boba Fett and the Boba tax, because that's what this is Hasbro saying it's Boba Fett, so we can charge more because it's Boba Fett. It's just like GameStop charging more because we're GameStop. And because people are still going to buy it because it's exclusive. It's literally the same logic. We're going to charge more because it's Boba Fett. No other reason whatsoever.
Yep. Yeah, and this is, as far as I understand, relatively new, charging more for specific character because we know specific character is popular.
And it's not even an instance of like Wrecker or Zeb, because those were at least big characters.
Right.
But Boba Fett, he's not a big, huge character. He's just a guy in a suit.
Right.
We have plenty of other Mandalorian characters that are not deluxe, and they come with their blasters and their jetpack and their helmet. Yeah. So it's like, it's literally only because it's Boba Fett.
Right. And they could, I'm sure they'd explain it away as 'cause paint and all that, but it's like,
yeah. But the thing that it's not just the paint is because the box is wider. Right. So that's a marketing thing where it like seems like you're getting more when you piece it out. Right. And again, I know a couple, maybe even a month ago said, well, we're still going to pre-order it because like, how could I miss out on this super cool Boba Fett? And that's still true. But now it's like when we come to these subsequent Boba Fett releases, as collectors, we're probably going to go, easy pass.
Right. And that's how I'm feeling on this particular release of Boba Fett. Well, I wasn't sweating it at all today, but then we didn't even have to because the pre-order got delayed. But even when the pre-order comes back around,
it's Walmart.
I'm not going to personally be sweating getting this figure. I'm satisfied with re-armored Boba Fett. I don't need another Boba Fett that only appears in one episode. Maybe if I found it in store or something like that, that would change, but I'm not going to find this in store. It's a Walmart exclusive. We're not going to see this in store. The pre-orders are going to last for 4 seconds, and that's going to be the end of it. Then half of those pre-orders are going to get canceled a month before release date, which, by the way, this had a tentative release date of, what was it?
It was spring of 2023.
Waiting an entire calendar year for a repaint?
Which usually, because we've said this before, again, I don't care how long it takes. Right. Because Star Wars is relevant all the time, and I totally still stand by that sentiment. But it's a repaint, so it should be a relatively easy thing to get out there. Yeah. Since it is a repaint. And just the idea of waiting over a year for a deluxe Boba taxed exclusive figure that's not actually deluxe and shouldn't be as expensive as it is because of the Boba tax, and it's a repaint. Waiting over a year for that just doesn't sit well with me either.
Right. Because, yeah, it's like you want us to pre-order it right now, and then it's like, well, you're going to have to wait a year. It's like, why not hold off on that figure? Let's reveal that a little bit down the road, put the pre-order up down the road, save whatever they were, they could have announced something else yesterday. They could have said, here's Chrysanthemum, and it's coming spring 2023.
Yeah.
Because we'd be like, oh, well, new character,
new sculpt,
gonna take a little bit longer. Yeah. Like, I think something like that would have went over so much better than, oh, here's another Boba Fett repaint, and by the way, you're gonna have to wait an entire year for it.
Right.
And if you don't pre-order it right now, you're not going to get it because it's a Walmart exclusive.
Right. And it's just so weird to me that TVC also had that issue where they announced a figure and it was like, oh, pre-orders in the morning, but they failed to mention that it was the specific retail exclusive. They got it wrong, and they got the price wrong.
Yep.
What a disaster for TVC collectors. And then, double back here, oh, it's a Walmart pre-order going live tomorrow at 1. Oh, wait, never mind.
Right. It's like...
Maybe that was a good thing. Maybe they kind of understood, like, okay, we're making a mistake here. So maybe it was made with good intentions behind it.
Right. But it certainly just doesn't look good, and it doesn't really feel good right now because it's just like just one disaster after the next.
Right. And it's like how, because we're usually so supportive, positive, and we like to see the brighter side of collecting because it's supposed to bring you joy. You're supposed to collect what you like to collect, and it's supposed to be a fun hobby to enjoy. But it's like things like this where it's just like you could just knock it out of the park easily, but you choose not to. And it's like I want to see them succeed because I love the line so much. I love the Black Series. So something's kind of messed up when we're
right
kind of going into rant mode.
And then
I feel like that says something.
And then to make all these matters worse, GameStop has been secretly canceling if you're in the United States, Nightbrother Warrior order. No cancellation email, no nothing. You had to literally go look at your orders, click on your order from last July to see that it has been canceled.
Yeah.
I had this figure pre-order the moment it went live. And for me to sit there on the pre-order for that long, all this time, just for it to get secretly canceled, it's like, what a slap in the face.
And what makes it even worse is that it's so abundant.
Yes.
Everywhere else. And what I mean by everywhere else is like the other main demographics of Canada, UK, Australia.
Right.
And it's not only the Nightbrother. They have the 501st Jet Trooper. Some of them have Boss. I'm not complaining, first world problems.
Right.
I don't mean to sound...
Of course.
I'm an American and I should get my figures first.
Yeah.
Because freedom. But it's like, how is it so abundant? Just our northern neighbors in Canada have this figure peg warming, apparently. And we can't just they can't ship cases to the U.S.?
Right.
And it's weird because I'm like, is it COVID? Is it the shipping crisis? Is it our ports? Is it all the sanctions on our ports? I don't know what it is, but from the consumer's point of view, I'm just like, why? I shouldn't have to think about our shipping ports. I shouldn't have to bring up all these talking points. So from the perspective of the consumer, it just seems like, we're just not getting it.
Right.
For reasons.
Check your GameStop order because chances are it probably got canceled. I think a Dude's Nerdery's pre-order did not get canceled yet. Ooh. But yeah, the secret cancellation, the overabundance in other countries, it's like, come on, are you serious? And especially to have it pre-ordered for so long and then just cancel. And majority of US people got their order canceled.
Again, if you live in a different country, I know it sucks to get regular waves, and I know you are paying slightly more than us. I know it's very difficult to collect in certain other countries. I'm not saying anything, but it's just a little weird that US-based retail exclusives are found in abundance, a plethora, in other countries when it's like our US retailer exclusive. So like with Bad Batch Rex, he was peg warming in Australia. Meanwhile, I don't think it's ever been found in an American Walmart.
Right. Or recently, UK people have been getting Muddy Mando. That still hasn't even gone up for pre-order here.
Target exclusive.
it's a better pre-order experience, and this is another better pre-order experience. There's so many better pre-order experiences going on right now. I can't take it. So I'm hoping and I have faith that the Nightbrother Warrior will be available in abundance in store like every other Gaming Greats has been in the States so far. However, this is also the first time I've had a Gaming Greats pre-order cancel on me.
Mm-hmm.
So
and it's like it got revealed with the Flame Trooper. Flame Trooper came out no problem. Flame Trooper has been in stores no problem.
Yeah,
too, so
it's just a very bizarre situation, and I don't know why it happened. I was half expecting pre-orders to instantly reopen for the Nightbrother, like, because that's also been a popular thing with retailers recently. Cancel your pre-order and then 5 seconds later it's actually available for pre-order again. Mm-hmm. Target's very infamous for doing that. They've done it to me several times. So I was hoping it was going to be one of those situations, but currently the Nightbrother is still listed as sold out in the United States on GameStop.com. So
gotta love to see it. And it's like everything else is fine. Like all the regular waves that we have coming out and everything.
But it's just like within the span of a couple days, all of this horrible stuff has just been happening.
Yeah.
So it's like, while the figures look great and all this stuff, it's like, man, the confusing pre-order it tomorrow, never mind. Pre-order it now, sold out. Oh, it's Boba Fett Morak, it's Boba Fett Throne Room, it's Boba Fett Tatooine, it's Boba Fett Tython, it's Boba Fett Tython Jedi Ruins.
It's prototype Boba Fett.
It's prototype Boba Fett. All this stuff going on, it's just like, oh man, like what is going on? The chaos.
We definitely just had to discuss the chaos and the Boba tax and the abundance of different looks of Boba all in such a short period of time. Cancellations. Again, these are not the biggest deals. Obviously, there's way bigger issues happening in the world, but this is an action figure channel, so it's like, keep that in mind. You know, just because someone else has it worse out there collecting, that doesn't delegitimize other people's problems in the collecting realm either.
We're all in this together.
Come on now.
That's all we've got for you this week. Pretty much just a nice little rant, getting it off our chest. Too many Boba Fetts named too many different things. Why isn't the Black Series team and the TVC team naming their figures the same thing when it's the same look? I don't understand.
Maybe to purposely differentiate it, but in the process create more confusion?
Yeah.
Why is Boba Fett more expensive just because it's Boba Fett? And why are they deluxe when not being deluxe figures and it's not even the case that they're bigger characters?
I definitely think this little Boba Fett tax experiment that they're trying out is going to backfire. I think we've already seen a lot of people saying they're not going to be pre-ordering Tython Jedi Ruins. I'm sure those pre-orders, whenever they come back, are still going to sell out instantly, but clearly I think maybe to some degree Hasbro must have saw this frustration, this confusion.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have just delayed the pre-order for no reason. So hopefully that means they see this going on in the community, acknowledge it, maybe show us another Book of Boba Fett character you're working on behind the scenes, and then show us another Boba Fett repaint. Show us the Chrysanthemum figure before you show us Boba Fett XYZ.
Right. Absolutely.
I think that would calm a lot of the complaints you see going on right now. Boba Fett overload, Boba Fett madness,
Boba Fett tax.
Boba Fett tax. It's just a matter of show us something else and then show us the next Boba Fett repaint.
Yeah.
But going back to back Boba Fett repaints and re-releases, while we're constantly only getting Mandalorian looks of Boba Fett while Book of Boba Fett is airing, it's kind of like, you know, we still have yet to see the Black Series, Tatooine, Book of Boba Fett. I think that probably would have went over, even that probably would have went over a little bit better than here's Tython Jedi Ruins Boba Fett, one episode Boba Fett.
Right.
It's a really weird time. And then to just add insult to injury, the Nightbrother cancellation was just like, come on. So let's hope we could get back on track. Let's hope we can see some new, exciting Book of Boba Fett figures that aren't just actually Mandalorian Season 2 Boba Fett figures.
Because there's a lot of great Book of Boba Fett characters that would work really well as figures.
Yeah. And that's really all we have for you this episode. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, ring that bell for notifications. It's very important, especially for when we live stream. We do also have a channel membership for 99 cents a month. You can help support the channel. You also get some custom emojis and a Clone Trooper name badge that changes based on how long you have been a channel member. There's a link in the description if you don't see the join button next to the subscribe button. We also do live stream every single Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Time. It's usually Justin and I and a guest. Sometimes it's just Justin and I. This week, A Dude's Nerdery will be returning. We're going to be jumping in a time machine, going back to the past a few years ago. We're going to be looking at some of the old Black Series questionnaires.
Yeah, surveys, customer surveys. Yeah.
Customer surveys, going through, reading the questions, talking about how we felt back then versus how we feel now, if those things have been implemented. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, that is Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. We'd love to see everyone there. Special thank you to our channel members, and thank you to everyone else out there who just watches, likes, and subscribes. All that good stuff. That is good enough for us. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.